Hi, welcome to Banter in the Corner with me, your host Chris Cassidy, part of Mooch Tv, and we have a very special guest today. We have the one and only Mr. Adam Cox.
Hello.
I didn't say you could speak. I'm joking. How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
So, why are you here?
Here to talk about my new In the Works podcast.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And can you give us a bit of a breakdown on it, that sort of thing? What's your influences, first of all?
Influences, as you can probably see from the t-shirt I'm wearing, it's not vulgar before people say it at home. It's Tell 'em Steve Dave. If you can tell that one, you might have seen the wrong practical joke because it's Brian Quinn.
Oh.
Yeah. Mainly things like Kevin Smith and the Smodcast.
You're doing well. Is this you inspiring with the beard? That's your inspiration?
Sort of, yeah. It's coming off soon, I don't worry.
It's coming off again?
It's getting trimmed.
Don't. So, on the podcast, what's the genre?
Aiming for comedy, but there's going to be reviews and topical news, stuff like that, but mainly comedy.
Okay. So, what can we expect with the comedy? What's the sort of style?
We're going to look at hopefully do a couple of like specials, like the bedroom play. Things like there's a couple of scripts we've done in the past that I want to bring back, and sort of we didn't do them on film originally under Hot Cheese, but we're going to bring them back and do them on the podcast. So.
Okay, exciting. So you obviously said what's in the pipeline, so save that. What is the name of your actual podcast so people can find out?
The name, it will be The Lost Art of Podcasting.
Oh, The Lost Art of Podcasting. Where did that name come from then? Is that just a collaboration of?
I just had a list in front of me, and I looked through and I was just sort of, going back through it's the one that stood out to me the most on this list of like 6-7 names.
Okay, and is it just you yourself or you've got other people?
Some will be me, some will be with people, some will be special guests.
Okay, great, excellent. When can we actually get to listen to you then?
Once I've got everything set up, hopefully next month or two. So.
Okay, is it going to be a regular weekly thing, or is it going to be set time, days, or have you got anything?
Probably start it monthly, 3 weeks, something like that, and then as it gets bigger, we'll...
Any days aiming for? Because I'm begging to listen. You've intrigued me. So with it,
when it's up, it'll be up.
When it's up. Talking with you before off camera, you were mentioning something about a zombie sort of apocalypse sort of theme of what you would do.
Yeah, that's going to be one of them.
Okay.
One of the topics.
One of the topics. So is that, again, how is that going to play? Is that going to be, you're going to be doing like a play about that, or is this going to be a survival, or?
It'll just be like a hypothetical thing.
Okay.
But there's a book I found where it's sort of, I can't remember the name for it, but it's, yeah.
That's great.
You have choices.
Found the book.
I can't remember the name of the style of the book, but you have choices, and it's like, right, you've done this, turn to page 47. Then you've done this, go to page 91. And it plays through the story. And then
okay. So what you're gonna be all sitting there going through the book, or like, you know?
Yeah, that's gonna be one of them.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that at some point. So.
Okay, great. So big question. Everybody would want to know, what would you do in that situation?
Well, you'll have to wait and find out.
Oh, look at that, eh? Reel me in. Let me go a little bit. Reel me back in. But no, that's great. So,
you wanted more. So.
Well, that's it, exactly. So, are you going to have a very booming voice, or very theatrical? Or very, very low?
I'm very low.
Very low. Is it going to be soft like BBC Two, or a bit wacky like Radio 1?
It's going to be rough like sandpaper.
The voice of Coxie, rough as sandpaper. Well, thanks very much for joining us on Banter in the Corner, and we'll be excited to see and listen more than see the podcast. So give us a quick name again. What is it?
The Lost Art of Podcasting.
With
me, Cox the Legend.
Excellent. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you next time in Banter in the Corner.